All eyes are on the Dallas Cowboys and the running back depth charts. As we get into training camp, we want to know who's the guy and who's the next guy up. Who's that young rookie who's going to take over? Today, we're looking at Jaydon Blue. We're going to go over the practice clips, but we're mainly talking ball, prospecting out what we want to see in training camp, prospecting out what we want to see during his rookie season. Before we dig in, though, you need to click that subscribe button right now because we're talking about practice, rookie camp, mini camp, OTAs, soon to be training camp. I'll have all the training camp clips that's posted. It'll be right here on the channel. You want to stay in touch with your rookies, your quarterback battles, guys you're drafting in fantasy here soon. Click that button right now. Stop missing out. You need to know what your players are doing on the field, and it's going to be right here. We're looking at Jaydon Blue right now. I got 44 seconds of clips, so we'll loop this and keep talking ball, but we're prospecting out the training camp right now, and things are rather interesting with the Dallas Cowboys. We can definitely say that. News from what we're hearing, which we can't get much to touch on because they're not really releasing many clips on these players. I had to really dig for these Jaydon Blue clips that everybody wants to see, is that Miles Sanders is leading the charge. Miles Sanders, I'll definitely say this. He is a training camp dandy because he was looking good at Carolina in training camp last year to the point where they were talking about splitting the workload almost 50-50 between him and Chuba Hubbard. And then they got in season, they're like, we can't do this. We can't do that. They got blowed out during the Saints. They figured that out real quick. Real quick. There were talks about them splitting up the workload early. Miles Sanders will pop in camp. Miles Sanders got some good speed. He's very explosive. It's just, can he put it together for a full season? And if he does, it's great. That's great. They also got Javonte Williams. From what I'm reading in the comments section, some people are down on him, but we got to see what's going on in training camp. That's when things get really serious with these running backs. Pads start popping, joint practices when money's made for these running backs. And now we're looking at Jaydon Blue. Jaydon Blue, the story here, big-time prospect coming out of high school, went to Texas, played in the backfield with some other dogs, got his opportunity this year, was productive, good in the passing game, explosive in high school, ran the 100-meter in the 10s, had some speed, showed that speed off, 40-yard dash at the combine, very explosive running back prospect. For what the Cowboys already have on the roster here, Javonte Williams, and you're looking at Miles Sanders, he's a good changeup. He's a good changeup, especially during his rookie season, especially as he's developing to this team, growing into his role. If something's going on with those running backs, say one goes down, or if we're late in the game, you need that change of pace, or late in the drive, you throw him out there and let that explosiveness hit, or maybe he exceeds expectations. One thing I'm seeing in the comments is some people saying, hey, I'm a Texas fan. It took a long time for him to progress, and when he progressed, he did not live to that high school recruiting profile. That's true. That's why he fell in the draft. That's why he's so cheap. He's a cheap player. It's not like they spent a second-round pick on him, third-round pick on him, fourth-round pick even. Cheap player, but the upside fits this offense, this team, to where they can use him. There's no sunk cost invested in him. So if it doesn't work out, they can move on as well. Phil Maffa as well. That guy, highly regarded prospect coming out of high school, has good size to him, can grind it between the tackles. That's another running back to pay attention to on this depth chart. Do I agree with everything the Cowboys did with this running back committee here that they're building? No. If it was up to me and I was building this team, I would have prospected out, willing to pay up for running backs in this year's draft considering how deep it was, but they wanted to be flexible. They picked up a first-round caliber player in the second round in Donnie E, and they got another good value in the third round. So really, still though, in the fourth, fifth, and going on forward, later in the draft, they could still make some other moves. But you're looking at still what they have on the roster, something to be excited about. Jaydon Blue has speed to burn, catch the ball in the backfield. Javonte Williams, Miles Sanders, whoever wins that job, now it's open. It's a Miles Sanders. I was not looking at him being competitive going into the offseason, but I guess it is. And if it is, now it's open. So now what are we expecting to hear from Jaydon Blue going into training camp? I want to hear more from the coaches. I want to hear more about them seeing good things from him him taking to the offense quickly, him being explosive in practices. I want to see him blow everybody's faces off during the joint practices. That's what I want to see. I want to see him just get the ball in his hands, and I want to hear multiple accounts, players, opposing coaches, equipment staff, I don't care, in these interviews saying, hey, Jaydon Blue is showing off that speed. He's nasty in space. He's going to be a weapon. This guy's going to be a weapon. That's what I want to hear out of him in training camp. That is what I'm looking for. All in all, though, I'm expecting him just to be at practice, developing, playing behind the veterans. And as long as I'm not hearing fumbleitis, which we've heard a little bit of that already, as long as we don't keep hearing fumbleitis coming up, I'm not too worried. And that speed and that explosiveness, it might rear its head. I'm watching Phil Mafah. I'm watching other running backs. I'm watching what's happening in this training camp. You should be watching the Dallas Cowboys backfield this offseason like a hawk. And you should be looking at this in fantasy football. So you're looking at Javonte Williams, Miles Sanders. It's really hard to get invested in them, whether it's seasonal leagues, best ball leagues. Dynasty, price-wise, that's where you're looking at where you might be able to get in on the cheap on one of these players. Jaydon Blue, he's cheap, but he's not. He's cheap, but he's not liquid. It depends on if you're drafting. If you're in startup drafts or rookie drafts, that is when you can get him. But there's so much name cachet to the Cowboys, to his 40 time, to the explosiveness, to the ambiguous of the running back depth chart, that he's not very liquid. Liquid in terms that nobody's really willing to trade him once they get him because they look at him and the potential and they're like, you're going to have to pay up a little bit more for me to send him your way. More than what I paid. That's what it looks like in trades right now. From my experience, from what I'm seeing, I've also seen him go in the first round of rookie drafts a couple times. I've noted that here on the channel a few times. Stop doing that. Stop doing that. Do not draft day 3 running backs in the first round of rookie drafts. Ever, 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 ever. Early second round, highest, I guess, depending on the draft, depending on the players there. But Jaydon Blue usually goes middle, late second round, depending on your draft and what's going on. But again, once he's on a team, you got to prime him away. You got to pay up. And we're seeing that. That's another indicator of that, of some of these drafts, which is very few. It's not likely. It's not an average. It's below average for sure. There's some people that will just draft them in the first round. It's like 112, 111-ish. It's not average. It's a rare thing, but stop doing it, whoever's doing that. When we're looking at redraft, a waiver wire target or a stash play, and I'm recommending that you stash at least 1 or 2 of these rookie running backs in the double-digit rounds and just start stashing. If you could stash more than 1, great. It's going to be hard to do so, but pick your favorite, diversify from league to league. One of those late-round running backs are going to hit. We have too many good running backs in the league right now from this year's class that could emerge. Injuries could hit, that could affect his team, and Jaydon Blue could be one of them. This backfield is very ambiguous for the Dallas Cowboys. Jaydon Blue gives you something different compared to all the other running backs here. That speed, explosiveness, and pop. And his workload in the passing game, where we prospect that out for him when we're looking at what he did in high school and college, that could transcend this offense. That could allow him to get on the field. And I'm not expecting him to be on the field day 1, day 2, day 3, but somewhere down the road, that ambiguous nature of this running back depth chart is going to come to a head. Something's going to happen because both these veteran running backs have been hit with injuries before. Could happen again. Miles Sanders, if you're placing bets on him to finish the year wire to wire as the team's starting running back, good luck to you. Good luck to you. Now we're looking at Jaydon Blue here. Is very explosive. Phil Mafah is a very talented running back that's got glossed over. If he was in a different draft class, you'd heard more about him going into the draft. That's for sure. But this was a deep, talented running back class with a lot of talent in it. And I do want some of these pieces in the Cowboys offense at the right price. Jaydon Blue, the best way to get him is in drafts. Trading-wise, you may have to pay more than expected. Maybe not, really, depending on your league. But view counts from my videos on him says, hey, a lot of people are interested in Jaydon Blue. Another thing, there's a couple times I saw him go in the first round of those Dynasty rookie drafts, just peeling my scout back. that day make me spit out my coffee on those values lets me know that there are some people or a lot of people interested in Jaydon Blue. Because it's kind of like roaches. When a couple people overpay for a running back drafted on day 3, that means there's thousands of people that are interested. Those are just the ones that just got caught in the light. That's the thing about that. Jaydon Blue is a good running back prospect, is an upside player. If I'm a Cowboys fan hearing this, you should be excited. That's letting you know that the market of people putting their money down on your running back here are very interested in your prospect and believe that he's good enough that they want to take a shot on him because he could allow them to make some more money, which means that you got a running back here that's a shot in the dart that if he gets an opportunity, he could hit on you. Phil Mafah, like I've been saying, don't sleep on him. Jaydon Blue, rookie season. We just got to see how this depth chart turns. We got to see how he's working in training camp. We'll have the highlights for you right here for that. But, again, another upside play. Let me know what you think in the comments below, though. I want to hear about that. Make sure you hit that subscribe button on the way out. Thank you for watching. Catch you on the next video.